Hi, I'm McKinnon. I'm a photographer from British Columbia, Canada. I've been a photographer since grade 7. I am professionally trained, but most of my influence comes from my mom, who was also a professional photographer who taught workshops on the West Coast in the US and Canada. I was very blessed to grow up around some of Canada's foremost photographers and springboard into a career as a photographer. I was really excited to know that the photographers were from my hometown, because that probably won't always happen, and they blew me away. As photographers generally do, they inspire you with their willingness to see in different ways, to be vulnerable, to share, and to laugh. I've yet to meet a photographer when I'm teaching who doesn't have a great sense of humor and doesn't want to grow. And these 3 women taught me so much, inspired me so much, and reaffirmed my decision to grow this relationship with Extravagant Yak. And now here we are, just finishing our first tour. It's definitely one of the great stories of my life. How do you describe Lhasa to someone who's never been to Asia? Well, you really have to go in just with an open mind, because you're going to experience things that you aren't going to see in a travel brochure, and you can't convey a feeling in a travel brochure. And from the crisp blue sky, I mean, we even had snow when we were in the sun, to the warmth of the people with the busyness, Lhasa's got constant juxtaposition going on. But overall, I was moved by how warmly we were welcomed. And I know some of our participants and myself at times were brought to tears. And in such a dynamic, diverse community, it's amazing when someone takes the time to hold your hands and hug you, someone you've never met when you're a foreigner. And those are some of the things that I think were really big takeaways from all of us.
I feel such a strong connection to these people. I don't know.
Made me cry. Oh,
I know, it made me cry too. They're such beautiful people.
I think the biggest thing that surprises people when I'm teaching is that I constantly emphasize that the most important thing in taking a photo is everything that happens leading up to it. And that involves different processes for different people, but the first step is seeing. So the photo doesn't happen when you press the shutter. The photo's happening, inches behind the eyes and below in the heart. And you have to be able to give yourself the time and the space and the gentleness to feel and think, and then create a photo that you can feel confident about. So it's frustrating in this day and age of digital, but we're constantly reminding people to slow down. And I think some of our participants were surprised that they took a lot less photos than they would have expected, but they feel better about what they shot, not just from learning, but also the product that they resulted and the experience they had in taking that photos. Because ultimately, most people are photographers because they're curious and because they want to see and they want to feel. So we always have to come back to that.
What I see with the people right now, and this is what Karen mentioned too, is we're walking along and people were we were going too slow. The people were flowing around us. They're very sort of somber, but they're very energetic and walking along with purpose. And even the people spinning the wheels, they're doing it quickly. It's like they're purposefully walking. And that's exciting, they look really calm and stuff, but they've got a purpose of where they're going.
Well, I'm here because of Extravagant Yak, not literally just because they brought me here, but because I love the magic and the inspiration that comes from collaboration. I mean, we're all lifelong learners, and I've learned so much from them already, and I've laughed a lot with them, which is really important. And I feel 150% confident in telling people to come join me in Extravagant Yak. Just seeing the care, then the thought and the heart they put into making sure everyone's taken care of. And that's the exciting bit for me, right? I'm here to work with them and to grow with them. And there's also an underlying value system with Extravagant Yak that I really believe in, right? It's a family, and I think anyone who comes in contact with it is going to feel that and just feel like they're being held by them, which is really important when you're traveling somewhere new, right? You can get off the plane in Lhasa and feel like you're totally taken care of and you're having a total authentic experience. And I'm incredibly proud and excited to be part of that.